Before we get started, I am very under the weather. As you can probably hear, I don't know what the sound of my voice is like, but you're probably going to hear some sniffing, some coughs, whatever. I've got COVID. So, fourth time, which is not fun, and it is already been horrible, but that's why I wanted to get this update out as soon as possible, before I can't talk anymore. So, 2022 was a bit of a weird one, right? Hopefully I'm not the only one who thinks that. I think mine was a lot more eventful than most people's. Again, it's not really a competition, but just after the amount of things that had happened this year, I just want it to be over. Both IRL stuff and YouTube stuff. I think I'm going to go about this video in a very sort of similar way to how I did last year's one on the old channel. I have like two main points, and it's going to be talk about 2022 and then what's next. And when it comes to the what next bit, I think you guys are going to be in for a little bit of a treat. Obviously, if you're watching this like a couple of days after it came out, you already know what it is by looking at the channel. Anyway, I think to get like to make sure the rest of the video is a lot more positive, we should talk about the bad things about 2022. And I think the main thing that happened to me in 2022 was the old channel being hacked, which was devastating. I have been in sort of, that has happened to me before in the past on my Twitter account, but it's a different feeling when it happens to this. That old channel, which is now named Gamulus, as like an archive channel, I've had for, well, at that point, about seven and a half years. So like it has all of the like showings of this is where I started, and you can see my journey. It's not just my YouTube journey, but also my graphic design journey and my editing journey and ideas. You know, it was a big thing, and for it to just be taken over by some bloody Roblox nerds was devastating. And you probably want, like, if I know there's a couple of people like, do some speed simulator video. That's the whole reason I'm not touching that program with a 10-foot pole, because my email was done in a random data breach. And with data breaches, there's specific things people look for, and one of the big things is Roblox accounts, just so they can sell the Roblox accounts. But the ones that have like ties to other social media, they're usually the ones that get sniped up quick. And I was fortunate enough to have two idiots take over my channel, because this happened at like what, probably 6 o'clock in the morning my time, and I got woken up early. It was sort of like, it was a weird like sign, but I got woken up early at 9 o'clock in the morning, and everyone in my Discord server was like, oh my god, look at this. And they didn't change any of my passwords, they didn't change any of my two-factor authentication, which obviously didn't really work, but so I was able to just take back my account and sorted. And then YouTube was just like, this is some weird activity, we're going to monitor this. And to make people feel a bit more, you know, relaxed, I uploaded my video early, which was a Spark the Electric Jester mod video on Windmill IO Act 1 being ported into Spark 3. And I think it was about 4 hours after that video went live, my channel got quarantined, which meant, you know, like the actual channel itself was still up, it was still alive, it wasn't taken down, there was no strikes on it, but it was being sort of under review, which meant I couldn't upload, I couldn't post, and I couldn't live stream. So essentially, my connections to that channel was dead. The only ways I could do anything was through comment sections. So I was thinking, okay, let me email them. I emailed them and I got told it wouldn't be too long. Still to this day, I can't do anything about it, and it's under quarantine. So that's the whole reason why this channel started, was to sort of carry on. And it sucks that happened, but you know, YouTube, things happen. You just got to go along with the ride. I've also had pretty bad mental health this past year, especially like near the back end of this year. It's been pretty bad. I know most people don't. I don't talk about it like online or anything like that. I don't think for me personally, it's a good thing for me to do. But I like keeping you guys in the loop and in the know-how, just so you guys can feel like you're a part of this channel, you know, and it's not just me. So I thought I'd say that here. I'm not going to go crazy into it, but it's still not great. In fact, it's gotten quite a bit worse over things that have just happened over this last week. Again, not going to get into it, but if any like close friends of mine are watching this, like a YouTube friend of mine, will just DM me if you really want to know. But yeah, it's been a rough month. And also I live in the UK, right? And this sort of goes with the mental health thing a little bit. The way this has been run is terrible, this country. And like inflation, people are dying still from COVID, people getting COVID like myself at the moment by abiding by all the rules and things like that, and they're just acting like it just doesn't exist anymore. It's crazy. So if you're thinking of coming over to the UK at all, don't. Not at this point in time. Wait for the next election. And when we get these garbage people out of the running of this country, it will be better, because a dancing seal on a unicycle juggling fish would be able to run this country better. Anywho, I don't like being political, and I'm not really a political person, but oh my god, Freddos are not 10p anymore. They're like 35p, 50p. That is crazy. If you're British, you understand why that's a crazy thing. But obviously, you know me, I don't like talking about negative things, so that I wanted to keep that kind of brief. I know it's been about like 8 minutes of me just talking about this stuff, but this is going to be not a short video. But obviously 2022 was not all doom and gloom. Yes, it was pretty bad. In some case, the bad was terrible, but there were some really good bits in it for me, and one of them is down to you guys. The amount of support on this brand new channel has been absolutely insane. To put this into context, right, with the old channel, it took me about, I think it was 2 to 3 years to get to 100 subscribers. We passed that within the first, 4 weeks. That blew my head off, oh my god. And it's just been going up and up and up and up and up. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to sit down and watch my non-commentary videos or my reaction contents and listening to my stupid opinions about a blue rat that goes fast, or, you know, popping into my streams and just having a chat, having a laugh, or if you helped donate and contribute to the charity stream I did. You all are absolutely amazing, and I love every single one of you. It's been such a fun ride so far with this channel, and it ain't going to stop anytime soon, I can assure you of that. The other thing I want to touch upon is I've met some amazing creators through this channel, funnily enough, not the old one. For instance, the Blue Blur, Strawberry Jam, and the Sonic World DX team. There's a lot of other people who I haven't mentioned, but every single one of you that I've met and we've had a good chat, or we've played a game with each other, you know, it's been so much fun. You all are amazing, and especially with the guys I've mentioned, you've been an absolutely, you don't realise this, but you've been such a good help, amazing help on social media or even on Discord, where I've had a bad day, and you've just decided to just have a chat, or just talk, or play a game. It's helped a lot, and I can't thank you enough for that. There's a lot more things coming this year in regards to the people I've mentioned in one way or another, different aspects, but 2023 in that regard, with I do wanna branch out and still meet like new content creators who have a similar interest, because it's also always so cool talking about somebody who has very similar interest to what you do. I never had that growing up. As you will hear in the Frontiers video, that is still happening and still is in active editing. It's just obviously for the past month it's been super hard to edit it all up, but I've got like a massive like section at the start where I go into like the past and like why Frontiers is such a big deal. But I do touch upon where I wasn't able to talk about series or anything in that regard out in public. I also want to touch on, in my opinion, I've also heard from other people, but I think that the channel quality has gone up tenfold since the start of the year in terms of thumbnail design, overall channel design, just the speediness of the editing. Yes, I know it's pretty much with the same like the clips and his cuts and things, but I think it has been a really good push towards more professionalism with the channel, and that is still going to go into 2023, as you will soon see in a second. It's been a weird one to look back on, because I've realized how much I've improved and changed the designs of things, and I'm happy that I have, because I've gone from a very like, you can search up any other channel's designs and get something similar, to having a unique feel of my own, which is what I've always wanted. And I am going to be taking that idea and making it bigger and better for 2023. I don't know much about what's going to happen. I don't plan on changing too much in terms of content. Maybe a few things will be pushed more. There's a lot of new Sonic news and things. I will do my best to react to them. Maybe the Knuckles trailer will happen. The Knuckles show trailer, the thing that was Paramount Plus, that sort of thing. There's a trailer that comes out for that. Bet you I'm gonna react to it and give you my opinions on it. But the content's more or less gonna stay the same. I like what I've been doing. I've been doing it for the past like nearly 8 years now. But I do like the additional commentary stuff. And streams are obviously going to be happening just as much as they have been. I need to carry on that Spark 3 playthrough, and whenever we do hit 1k, if we do, I need to do the stupid big fishing frontiers, and that's basically fishing %, where I need to complete the game by just fishing. So that's going to be fun. But speaking of streams, I'm also, at some point, I don't know when or how long it's going to take me to get to these games, I'm going to be playing 2 games that are not Sonic related on stream. You're probably thinking, oh my god, why? Oh no, he's going away from Sonic. I'm not going away from Sonic. It's just I've been gifted these 2 games and I've been requested to play them on stream. And I thought that's a really cool idea. They're both 2 ukulele games, so you got the ukulele and the Impossible Lair, I think is the other one. 2 old school Rare inspired 3D collectathon and a 2D Donkey Kong Country style game, and I'm looking forward to that. Again, I don't know when it's going to happen. It's probably going to happen some point midpoint of the year onwards. I don't know when exactly, but it's going to happen. I think the last major thing I need to do, I've kept you all waiting long enough. I'm going to be putting some timestamps in the description, so people probably have already jumped at this, but I have made a brand new intro, outro, lower third, banner and profile picture for this channel. Before I show them to you, I do want to very, very briefly touch on why I've done this, because I feel like somebody does need to say this. YouTube, not just Sonic tubers, but in YouTube in general, there has been a lot of copying. And it's going to happen, right? With the amount of people that's on this platform, it's going to happen. But with the recent influx of copycat, like really small Sonic channels that just copy other people's content and steal ideas and just copy the same style because everyone else is doing it, I want to stay away from that. I don't want to be pushed into that sort of category. I don't like that category. Yes, I know there are some out there who probably doing an amazing job, and you know, they're doing it for the right reasons, but a lot of them are just trying to do it for like a get-rich-quick scheme, and that annoys me. And or they're also doing it just because they think, oh, it's super easy and we're just going to take other people's content. That's not what you do. And the sad thing is that they use the Mania style, or like the classic Sonic 90s box art style, you know what I mean, with like the abstract shapes, the circles, the arrows, the really popping backgrounds is what I'm trying to say. And I love that style. I was using it for such a long time, even up until this day. I've been using that sort of style since 2017, I believe. That was at the earliest. But I don't want to be pushed into that category because of the style I've got. And it's the type of content that I do, which is very similar. So, I've made a decision. It was a hard one. But I think it looks really good, and I'm really pleased with how everything's turning out. I might change the lower third, I'm not sure. And here it is, I'm just going to show it to you. This is the brand new Game Gambler logo. I have gone for a very early 2000s Y2K aesthetic because not many people use that aesthetic. Not many people know how to make it. And I'm not saying like this is perfect, like fit to the style. I think it's close. But obviously there's still a lot of places to improve from, which I'm happy about. But it's not a style people like put Sonic to, even though he has been in the style quite a lot with like the Rider series and things like that, amongst like other things here and there like the Rush and whatever. But not many, like I can't think of any other Sonic tuber or like channel in this sort of style that has this aesthetic, which is perfect for me, because unlike the Mania style, classic style, or like a Lost World, or like Adventure Style, whatever, you will know that this is my style and it's very unique to me and my channel. So if you ever see like a thumbnail like really like that aesthetic, or the intro, or whatever, if you see the aesthetic with this type of content, you'll know it's me. And that is my point. I'm trying to make myself stand out from everyone else. So I think that's kind of key at the moment on this platform, especially with a smaller channel like myself. So I'm also going to show you the new intro. Roll it. One thing I also will mention about the intro is that music isn't there to stay. I'm actually getting the incredible, talented musician Luan Maziero, who made the previous channel theme, to make a new one. I like the outro music, so that's actually going to be staying the same. But I loved my previous channel theme. I adored it, but I think for this new channel and this new chapter, I need to sort of distance myself from the old one just a little bit, the old channel just a little bit. So a new theme will 100% help that out a lot. So that's my plan, is to have him do it. I'm not going to say when you should expect it, I don't want to put pressure on him, but if you could do me a favour and go down into the description below, his channel's always in there, and go and give him a subscription and listen to his stuff. He makes absolutely amazing music and remixes, and he is criminally underrated for the amount of time and effort he puts into his music. So yeah, that is the update. It's a very laid back video, I know, especially compared to the previous one. I think that's good. Changes here in terms of channel aesthetic and everything. It's still the same old channel. Not like the major thing is not gonna, like, the content is not gonna be different. So yeah, I just want to thank everyone who has been here, watched the stuff, liked, commented, shared, and there's going to be hopefully more content very soon. I'm hoping to be back on schedule. I've got a couple of scheduled videos set up, so they should just be going out and out and out with the brand new intro and outro and lower third. But it's going to be like the older version because it's got Riders and Sonic Jam music for the intro. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed 2022. You had a great holiday and a new year, and yeah, I'm excited for 2023. I'm hoping this year will be a lot better than the last 8 in my life, but just gotta take the bull by the horns. Anywho, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.